Sam O'Reilly for Boxing Social in association with Betfred. I'm in Brentwood today, luckily enough to be joined by Kevin Mitchell. How are you, sir?
Very well, thank you very much. Yeah, very good.
Just been talking to your young man, about to make his debut tomorrow, Jordan Flynn. Talk to me about the boy.
Yeah, basically he came to me about 6 months ago. I started training him. I wanted to get to know if I liked him or whatnot and how he is as a person. He's a cheeky chap, he's like myself, he's a nice kid.
Shut up, Kev!
And he listens. And we've got people shouting at him. He listens in, he's coming on board, learning bundles in the gym. I've had inspiring down Tony Sims' gym quite a lot. Who likes a Joe Cordina, Martin Walds, a lot of fighters down Charles Frankham. He's just coming on and on. I think when you've got these young kids that turn pro, they want to expect it to happen there. They like the transformation for the amateur to the pros.
Yeah.
But I'm more thinking like 6 fights, 8 fights down the line, how much he's going to come on. So he's coming on in a short space of time. You can ask Jordan himself, he's learning loads.
Well, that's exactly what he's just said. He's learning every day from you, Kev.
Yeah, it takes time a bit for it to settle in and be happen to him fights when he's actually in practice, when he's under attack and he panics. It will go naturally back to his old ways. It will take time for it to settle in. So then the movements I've been moving, slipping and sliding and the reactions. I reckon about 6 fights from now you'll start seeing him looking unbelievable. Different sorts of opponents, different learning fights and stuff. Exactly that. His debut is on a big show. It's obviously his MTK show, but it's televised on Sky. Yeah. So it's part of a big, it's a big deal to be part of his debut. Of course, massive deal for him. We were talking when we was about signing contracts about who was going to sign with, and I said, like, listen, I said MTK are doing what they're doing now. I said they're my friends. I said they'll look after you. I said and they'll get you to where you want to be in the future. I said if you're good enough potentially in the next 3 or 4 years to get where you want to be, they're the people that will be able to put you in the right position and they'll look after. So yeah, I'm sure they're a growing entity in the sport, aren't they? They're flying and doing really well, and they're looking after the fighters. They're not whipping them off as some people are known to do out there. But he's been looked after, and they will look after him. Definitely, the opportunities are going to come knocking, I'm sure. Yeah, they will. You don't work with just any fighter. Who's in your stable now? I know you keep it quite small knit, quite close knit. I think even when I'm about 5 years off from having a big stable. I don't want a big stable. The biggest stable I'll have in my height will be 5 fighters at the most of my own fighters. I've got a few things I'm doing at the minute. I've got things in the pipeline, but as in for now, I work with Jordan only. I was working with Louis Lim, but Louis done a deal with the Warrens and went away with his dream, let him do his dream. I spoke to him today, he's alright, he's happy, he's safe. He's with a few of my friends from the Peacock looking after him, so he's safe. But yeah, as in I only work from now working with Jordan. I work down the West Ham Amateur Boxing Club with all the kids, my sons, my old coaches, Russell Gerard, Terry Abbott and Chris Penny. And basically we're down there. Must be nice, it's like going back to your roots, isn't it? It is, yeah, but I really love that. I love being down there. I did my bit of PT in the West End, so it's going really well. I'm back in love with the sport. For years I hated it, but I didn't get what I thought I deserved out of the sport. But now I'm back enjoying it, and I'm giving my knowledge out to the kids like Jordan, to young kids in the West Ham gym like my sons and that. It's good. That was my next question actually, about your love for boxing and where you are with it at the minute mentally. It's been a very, very tough time for you, and it's something that you've always gone back to. Boxing is you, it's in you, isn't it? So I say that to people in the West End. So like, I mean, you're in these gyms in the West End, your people been involved in sport for 4 years or 5 years, and all of a sudden they're a master in what they do. I find it quite funny. I say this, but this has been my life since I've been involved in combat since I was a 5-year-old kid. It's been my life. And I was saying to my mum, I said we'll write my biography in a minute. I was saying like Kevin Mitchell was writing. I said I can remember it started off being about 7 years of age on the school playground. She went, "You must be effing nuts." She went, "You started off at 18 months in the front room." You was like a whirlwind flying around the front room. Fighting's been my life, and I'm good at it. No matter what it is, kickboxing, grappling, I'll pick things up quick. With boxing I'm good with it, and also coaching it, being with Tony Sims the last few years of my career. Tony had me coaching with him down in the gym. As he would go on holiday, I'd take the gym over and coach like all my friends and that. And I started realising I was good at coaching and I was enjoying it. So yeah, thank for Tony Sims, I'm doing what I'm doing now, really. Yeah. No, definitely. It's for me, who's watched you in the sport for many years, to see you stay in the sport, and you have so much to give. It's a pleasure to see it, Kevin. So, no, thanks, yeah. Honestly, thank you very much for talking to Boxing Social. Thank you for your time. Thank you very much. And look forward to seeing your boy in there Saturday night. Cheers, Tommy.